It's time for sports here on News Prime, and the Black Stars of Ghana have wrapped up their training tour of Ethiopia ahead of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier with Kenya on Saturday. Coach Kwesi Appiah and his team held their final training session this morning. They leave Addis Ababa for Nairobi today, and I can confirm that the team has touched down in Nairobi. Currently, all the 20 players invited for the game are in camp after Colombo's crew defender Harrison Afful joined the team last night. Let's talk some boxing now. What is Isaac Dogboe's nationality? Is he Ghanaian or British? With so much controversy surrounding the nationality of Isaac Dogboe after his victory over Japanese Hidenori Otaki, a member of Team Dogboe, Dr. Donald Agumenu, has been speaking to Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atto on the subject.
Fought for Ghana in the Olympics, not for UK. So that alone is so significant. So his identity cannot be questioned. Number two, Isaac Dogboe came back to Ghana and lifted the image of Ghana, the flag of Ghana, all over the world as a Ghanaian fighter. All the fights that we had, nobody had ever announced Isaac Dogboe as a British fighter. He's been announced as a Ghanaian fighter. Our leaders, both current and past presidents, acknowledged that. On top of that, Isaac Dogboe's identity, nationality, in terms of documents and other things, as a Ghanaian too, is not in contest. No matter how they claim it, I know there's going to be a barrier. And Isaac Dogboe, as a typical Ghanaian African, cannot change his identity. If that is the case, why are we even there as Ghanaians? Why are we even there? Even the last fight, nobody reported British. Nobody was even talking about British culture. We were talking as Ghanaians. So to me, it's an interesting argument. It's a new trend, and we've read all the issues coming up. We've listened to them. I spoke to some of the people from the UK media, and come on, it's a very simple thing. I know when people are growing up in every endeavor, nobody wants to celebrate you, but when you become a champion, you see people even claiming your identity. It's an interesting phenomenon. So what we just have to appreciate and close our minds on is Isaac Dogboe is a Ghanaian. Isaac Dogboe's identity is not debatable. The legalities to which we cannot use this time to elaborate on that too much, but I can assure you there's no doubt about his belief for Ghana, his love for his nation, for his people, for people like you, the media, and come on, there's no place like home.
Well, Isaac Dogboe represents the present. What about the future of Ghana boxing? The Ghana Boxing Authority, about a couple of months ago, announced the institution of the National Juvenile Competition. Now, since then, nothing has been heard of that particular competition. The GBA has moved to reiterate its commitment to reviving the juvenile competition.
The Ghana Boxing Authority and the Ghana Boxing Federation paid a courtesy call on the mayor of Accra to introduce the upcoming boxing league dubbed Fist of Fury to him. After the meeting at the AMA head office, President of the Ghana Boxing Authority, lawyer Peter Zwenes, spoke to Joy Sports about the importance of the initiative and how it will go a long way to help talented young boxers.
Now, as you all know, the boxing league was staged several years ago with a considerable degree of success. We used to call it the Mortin Boxing League then, but it fizzled out because of financial constraints. Thankfully, some benevolent organizations, principally our headline sponsor GMPC, and then ADB, and then the Ghana Olympic Committee, have come to our aid with some form of sponsorship to resurrect this boxing league. Now this time, it's a 3-tier boxing league, and will span a period of 13 months, which means there will be 26 of these tournaments twice every month. It will start on the 28th of September, hopefully, and then we'll run it through. It's a 3-tier because this time there will be the juvenile segment, the amateurs, and the professional title fights. Now, we drew the mayor's attention to the fact that, yes, when it comes to laurels in this country, boxing is #1. I mean, right from the days of DK Poison and Azuma Nelson, through Nana Yao Konedu, Aikwote, Alfred Kote, Joseph Agbeko, Joshua Clote, Emmanuel Tego, and our latest sensation, Isaac Dogbe, we have always been putting this country on the world map. And so the authorities need to assist to sponsor the event. And we had to narrow in onto the mayor, particularly because of his constituency, in the sense that he presides over Central Accra, Jamestown, Bukom areas, where principally all our champions and our boxers hail from.
A British boxer American says Samuel Vargas will be hurt and outclassed this weekend as a British star wants to secure a mega fight before the end of the year. The former world champion faces his Colombian opponent in Birmingham this Saturday night, and talks have already begun for Khan to battle Kell Brook or Manny Pacquiao in December.
I'm for this fight, as I do in all my fights. Sparred with amazing, tough fighters, probably fighters who are probably better than my opponent, you know, no disrespect. I know he was short last time against Le Greco. Obviously I never go in the fight thinking it was going to end that quick. But I'm not seeing Vargas as another Le Greco. Not once I've said that. They might be from the same country, but that doesn't mean anything, you know.
I think he's an old man. I think he's over the hill. I think he's been damaged a lot, and I know in my heart that when he goes to sleep, he knows that if someone touches, if I touch him, he's gonna get hurt. If I clip him with something, he will get hurt. So that's all it is.
If Amir Khan wins on Saturday night, he is in a super fight, you know, and whether that's Pacquiao, whether that's Brook, whether that's Crawford, whether that's Spence, he's ready to go into those fights, and he wants that, you know, that's why he returned to the sport. So I think he's going to look to answer a lot of questions on Saturday night. He's got a tough fight in front of him in Vargas. Kell Brook will be there, Manny Pacquiao will be watching, so will all the other welterweights in the world. And like I said, one thing you know with Amir Khan, he's always going to excite you.
Let's get into European football and question marks over the future of Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba. He's cast doubt over his future at Manchester United, saying, quote, "Who knows what will happen in the near future?" Pogba's future has been the subject of plenty speculation amid reported interest in the World Cup winner from Barcelona and former club Juventus.
My relationship, like I've said before, is player-coach. It stays the same. I always play at 100%. I always want to win with my club. I will always fight. My future is also at Manchester. I still have lots of years on my contract, so for the time being I am at Manchester. After that, who knows what will happen.
Right, that's it for sports. My name is Hans Mensah Ando.